Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and today we're going to talk about power options. We're talking about power options that are going to power your devices at the most fastest possible speed, 100-watt fast. So we're talking about something that can power any of the gadgets that you see here. It can power your MacBook Pro at its native fastest possible speed. It could power a laptop. It could power the iPad Pro. It could power your camera. It could power any of these gadgets that are right here. So if you're looking for something that's going to power all your devices, then you're going to want to watch this video, because today we're going to take a look at two products from Zendure that are going to meet your power needs and then some. Let's get right to it. Now in this video, we're going to talk about portable power solutions that are going to power all your devices no matter where you are. So if you're looking for something that can pump out 100 watts of power, that's going to be able to charge a MacBook Pro at its fastest possible speed, right? It exceeds the power consumption of the MacBook Pro, an iPad Pro, a laptop, smart glasses, as we can see here. We have cameras, we have headphones, we have smartwatches. Any of these devices are going to be charged at the fastest possible speed. You're going to want to watch this video, because today we're going to take a look at a couple products that we saw at CES 2019 from Zendure. So Zendure, this is the Zendure SuperTank external battery, right? And this is a USB-C power delivery solution. We have looked at Zendure products in the past, excited when they offered to send us another one for review, because again, this is a battery that I keep in my bag on every trip. If I'm at CES and you see me walking the halls and you say, hey, what's in your bag to power? You're going to find a Zendure in my bag. If you see me at an Unpacked event, you'll see one of these in my backpack, because they deliver so much power. In addition to looking at the Zendure solution, we're also looking at this other Zendure solution, which is the A Series 4-port wall charger. So we have two solutions that are going to keep all your gadgets charged. So let's get right to it. Now, as we take a look at all these solutions right here, the one common element about all these solutions, and if you want to think about, will this work for me, is the fact that all of these devices have USB-C charging capabilities. So if you have a USB charging capable solution, then this is definitely going to work for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at first the Zendure SuperTank and see all the features and why you may want to consider this as your next power solution. Now, taking a closer look at the Zendure SuperTank, and this is an external battery solution that has 27,000 milliamp hours of power. So this is going to be something that's safe to take on planes. You don't have to have special permission. You can travel with them without any issue. You do see here that it supports USB-C power delivery, and it supports up to 100 watts of power. So let's flip it over here so we can see some more of the details. So we talked about the 100-watt output. It does have a digital LED display that you're going to see. It again, it is compatible or safe to travel with. Dual USB-C, so you have two USB-C ports, and then you have pass-through charging, which means you could be charging the battery pack as well as charging one of your devices at the same time. And then it has 4 USB outputs. For those of you who are curious about the specs, here are all the specs right here. So you can see all of the output ratings. Now, while one of the ports charges at 100 watts, which is, I think, phenomenal, you have another one that charges at 60, and we'll see that. And then you have your USB standard USB ports. You're going to be able to get over 500 full charge and discharges out of this battery. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the unit. Now, as we take a look at the Zendure SuperTank, one of the things that you'll notice is that it is very thick. It does have a lot of power, and it also outputs a lot of power. So it's not going to be the thinnest battery if you're looking for something like that. It also is not super light either, because of, again, the amount of capacity it has with it. Pretty simple design, very rugged, and if I were to press this button here, you'll see that as soon as I push it, it's going to tell you how much battery charge is left. Now, the great thing about this is that it does support Qualcomm fast charging, and it's going to charge any device at its fastest possible speed without any damage. Now, one of the things that's pretty cool that Zendure also includes is it includes a 100-watt rated USB-C cable. So you're going to be able to charge your MacBook Pro or any kind of device that can take high, I would say 100 watts or less. You'll be able to charge it using this cable, because the cable is certified for that. Now here you notice you have your two USB, and then you have your outs. So this is indicated with 100, and then this is the one that's the 60 watts. So you're going to be able to charge them as fast as if you were plugging them into the wall, which is pretty cool. Now, from a design perspective, pretty simple design, square design, and once again, for those of you who are curious about the durability, I have had these in my bags. I've dropped them. They're pretty rugged. You can even run over them with a car, which I actually have done, and they're going to survive. So here you have the back for those of you who are interested in kind of like the specs right here. Again, that's repeating the specs that we have. Now the next product we're taking a look at is the Zendure A Series 4-port wall charger. This is 45 watt output, not as powerful as the battery, but it's still going to be able to power a lot of devices. So this is going to give you 30 watt output, right? And so it's going to be compatible again with a variety of devices. It does support USB-C PD charging. And as we take a look at the back here, you can see all the details. So again, it's going to do all the MacBooks, it's going to do MP3 players. Again, all these devices that are here are going to be charged, but not at the fastest rate as the SuperTank. Durable, same construction. It has variable charging technology that is, or the Zen Plus technology. It's really going to adjust its charging rate based on the device that you have. And then again, it does come with a universal adapter if you're someone who is traveling. So here is some of the specs for those of you who are curious about the specs right here in the bottom. It has USB-C and USB-A output. And again, this is something going to fast charge all your devices. Now taking a closer look at the A series, you'll see that it's compact. It looks just like the SuperTank, with the only difference is that it has these little legs that come out that you can use for charging. And this is where you plug it into the wall. And then here's where you have your ports. So you'll notice, again, you have all your ports here, USB-C power delivery, as well as your standard USB. So this is going to give you a lot of flexibility when it comes to charging, and the fact that you have this, it has no cord to it, that you can just plug this into the wall, it makes it also super convenient and easy to travel with. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to test the SuperTank, just to show you the power delivery type option. So I have two devices here. I have a MacBook Pro 2019, and then I have an iPad Pro 2018. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug the iPad Pro into the 60 watt power delivery out and plug that in. And then as soon as you plug it in, you'll notice that it powers up. So it's going to power up and it starts delivering power immediately to it. So you see that little lightning bolt. Now this is the cable that I was talking about. This is the 100 watt certified. So you see that? It's called the Super Cord. It's 100 watt certified. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing. We're going to plug this one into this port, and then my MacBook Pro is also then charging. You can see how it lit up, and you can see the little lightning bolt there. So this is not charging two devices. It's outputting on one side, powering up the MacBook Pro, and on the other side, it's powering up my iPad Pro at the fastest possible speeds. And this is why, guys, I'm really excited about the solution, and I wanted to share it with you. Keep in mind that you can plug in some additional solutions. I can have 4 more ports, these 2 ports here, to have 4 ports charging at the same time. And in my experience, I was testing this out for the last couple of days. No overheating. The battery stays cool. You don't really have to worry about the battery itself, and it does a phenomenal job. Imagine that, being able to carry something like this, again, something just like this, that's going to be able to charge both of these devices. The output is coming out pretty fast, and you can see that it already dropped down to 99% because it's, again, power hungry devices are sucking the battery out of this, so the charge is really processing it very fast. So let me know if you have any comments or questions about this product. Really excited about it. I will put the links to it in the comment area below. It's something I have in my bag, and again, let me know what you thought in the comment area.